So basically, these married women decided to go on a girls' trip, but they wanted to make sure they weren't pregnant afterwards, so they took a pregnancy test before going back to their husbands.
I was falsely accused of sexual assault, thrown in prison, bailed out on $250,000 bail with no criminal record. I hired a private detective. We learned that this person had done it many times in other states. They drugged me in the bar on camera, multiple eyewitnesses.
Did the person in question go to prison after?
They had zero interest in prosecuting a girl who made the story up, never showed up to court again. I had to fight for 11 months, and then when I was able to prove it with video evidence, they just dismissed me.
There are so many girls that do go through that, right. And to falsely accuse someone that they didn't do it, and then nothing happens to them. I think that's ridiculous.
Well, the problem is the women that do the false accusing, they really hurt the girls that really were hurt. I'm not going to let one evil person, when there's 100 great people and one bad person, I'm not going to let that person ruin my outlook on life.
It seems like every case where a man is falsely accused, the false accuser gets away with it scot-free. They are quick to jump the gun and falsely imprison an innocent man, but refuse to charge the false accuser even when there is clear video proof.
She is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself.
Then she's an average adult. Like what, you expected to be patted on the back and applauded and be given awards because you're doing average adult things? She's not some bad bee. She's an adult.
It's out the season, man.
Y'all, I need somebody to help me out right now. So, what's going on with the men? What's going on? Like, men come up to me all the time. Oh, you're beautiful. I love your hair. You smell good. This, that, whatever the case may be. And that's it. Where is the, hey, I would love to take you out. Hi, could I have your number? After the compliment. Like, what's really going on? Like,
take you out. Ask for your number. Man, as hateful as y'all are, you lucky he gave you a compliment.
Men don't exist to take you out on dates and give you gifts. It's really that simple, yet they act like men owe them these things simply because they exist.
What is the one thing as a man you wish you would have known sooner?
Like growing up as a man?
Yeah.
The rules. I'll tell you what I mean.
Yeah.
Here's something that I learned later on. I wish I knew as a teenager because all of us guys get taught the wrong thing. I wish I would have known what men are chosen for their value. I wish I would have known this. Here's what I mean. Girls, little boys, puppies, and women are just loved for being what they are. You just be you. I love you for being you. Some transition point from teenager to man, boys start being loved based on what we provide or what we bring or even our potential. Mm-hmm. This is why girls fall in love with guys who are like, I'm going to be a rock star, or I'm going to be a doctor, or they're in college and I'm going to be a whatever. The potential is even attractive. I wish I would have known that we're loved for what we provide, not just for being us. And it's a false expectation that we give to others, but others don't give to us. When a man pursues his dreams, his goals, his vision, he has a mission in life, that's attractive. But when a man settles his responsibilities down, starts giving everything to her, and she starts doing better at my sacrifice, I become less attractive. And then she'll find another man who's worked more on himself because she'll be up higher because I gave her everything but didn't work on me. I'm loved for my value. And men do that with each other too. We're loved for like, what do you do, bro? What's your job? What we provide is our value. If I'd have known that, I would have been working on my own excellence and my own dreams sooner instead of giving everything away.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm earning child support. And to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November. And I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
All I can say is, what has this world come to, man? This woman, this mother is mad that she has to pay child support because she abandoned her kids because they didn't fit her lifestyle. Like, could you imagine being so entitled, so evil, to just think that you can just throw away your kids and think that, you know, the club lifestyle or this, you know, lavish lifestyle is better than the greatest thing on earth, which is a family? And could you imagine the toll that this has on her children? They'll be at their dad's house asking where their mom is, and then their dad be like, well, you know, you didn't fit her lifestyle. She wanted to go explore and, you know, have this good time, and you were sort of hindering that. And just imagine how you would feel if you were this woman's kid and you saw this when you were older. And she cared more about claiming her kids on her taxes so she could get money than her actual kids themselves. This video honestly just made me sick to my stomach how people could just be this selfish. If you don't want kids, then don't have kids. It's that simple. But if you have kids, you need to treat them with care, treat them with love, and you just can't throw them away whenever you decide because, oh, you want to be a club girl now.
Oh, thank you. Look at you, think you slick.
You ready for a good time?
Yeah, you gonna open the door for me?
I'm literally doing it right now.
Yeah, as you should. Thank you.
Oh.
What?
Let me check out something real quick.
Where you going?
Something in my spirit. Look at God.
I thought we was going to dinner. Hello, JB. Wow.
That's just a skit, but it holds a lot of truth. More and more men are no longer tolerating the games and leave at the first sign of trouble. As we saw earlier in the video, the ones that are being avoided are not too happy about this and think something's wrong with men, but that's simply because they are incapable of introspection to see why men are avoiding them.
I thought everything was going really well.
It's not you, it's me.
Oh. No, yeah, I could see that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, you said it's not you, it's me. And by me, you meant you, like implying it was your fault, which I totally get.
Okay, I was just saying that to be polite.
Exactly. You're a liar. You just lied to me. And honesty is the foundation of a healthy relationship.
You know what? I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Exactly, because you have poor interpersonal communication skills, which is why we can't communicate well, hence why the relationship's not working, which is why I agree when you said it's your fault and not mine.
You're a horrible boyfriend.
Was a horrible boyfriend because as of about 20 seconds ago, you broke up with me, so that's how that works. Haha. Got my coffee. Gotta stay caffeinated.
When your bank account had been completely depleted, I assume, therefore, that you wouldn't have heard anything further from Rachel, correct?
Correct.
Having looked at your bank account, I have seen a further transfer, sir. Did you give permission for her to use that money?
No, she asked me if she could pay I could pay a phone bill for her. I said yes. Then money disappeared.
Do you know the total sum that she has taken?
About £1,000, I expect.
£2,968. You're entitled to this money.
It's like a gift in a way.
Did you just come into my courtroom and suggest to me that abusing the trust of this gentleman was a gift? Did you just suggest to me that dishonesty is an appropriate way to behave? Did you just come into my court and tell me that that sort of misappropriation, theft or fraud is okay? Did you? Did you?
But he didn't stop.
Did you?
He didn't stop me.
Did you do that? Get out. Get her out. Out. Leave.
Women don't like their problems solved. Women like to treat their problems like they're on hoarders. Like, no, I need these. Well, what if we get you new problems? Like, well, I want those too, but I need the old ones. I don't get that, because if someone can solve my problem, let's solve it. Also, if I have a problem and I don't want someone to solve it, I don't tell them. Like if I have a flat tire, I don't call up my friend and be like, hey man, I got a flat tire. He's like, do you need help with your flat tire? I'm like, no, I don't need help with my flat tire. I just need you to know that I have a flat tire.
How do men just sit in the car when they pull up to the house? Like, what do y'all be doing?
That depends. Sometimes he's sitting there trying to leave the day behind. The noise, the stress, the weight of everything he can't say out loud, the meetings, the bills, feeling like he's always chasing something just to keep everybody afloat. And before he walks through that door, he needs a second to put all that down. Because he can't bring that chaos inside the home. He can't let the people he loves carry what he feels is breaking him. And other times, well, he isn't leaving anything behind. He's preparing to pick up the battle that he knows is inside. Because he knows what's waiting on the other side of that door. It might be tension. It might be heavy silence. Maybe a cold shoulder that used to be a warm home. So he sits there to gather his thoughts and to gather his self. He breathes, he prays, he tries to remember the version of himself that used to walk in that door with a smile instead of a sigh. That car is his quiet space, the buffer zone. It is the moment to either put down the problems of the world or gather the strength to deal with the problems in the home. So is he letting his guard down or making sure his armor is secure?
Well, in what sense is our society male-dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labor.
A very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper-successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.